Embarking on the journey of NoFap is like welcoming a new dawn. It's a path of self-discovery and change. Imagine standing at the threshold of a new day, where the first rays of sunlight symbolize the first step you take towards NoFap. This journey begins with a decision, a commitment to oneself to steer clear of pornography, masturbation, and orgasm, or PMO, as it's commonly known in NoFap circles. It's a pledge to resist the urge for instant gratification and instead channel that energy towards more productive pursuits. It's about understanding the reasons behind this decision, be it mental, physical, or spiritual well-being, or perhaps a combination of all three. It's about acknowledging the commitment this journey requires, the strength to resist old habits, and the resilience to face the challenges that lie ahead. Not an easy path, but a rewarding one, filled with personal growth and resilience. As we start NoFap, our brain undergoes neurochemical adjustments. Like an intricate dance, our neurochemicals are always in a state of flux, adjusting and realigning to our experiences and behaviors. The most significant player in this dance, particularly in the context of NoFap, is dopamine. Dopamine, often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter, plays an integral role in our brains. It is responsible for regulating mood, focus, sleep, and most importantly, reward and pleasure. In the context of sexual gratification, dopamine is released in abundance, creating a sense of euphoria and satisfaction. However, the frequent and intense dopamine surges linked to this gratification can lead to a sort of dependency. Now imagine removing that constant source of dopamine. This is essentially what happens when one embarks on the NoFap journey. The usual dopamine surges linked to orgasm are now absent, leading to a temporary imbalance. This sudden shift may initially cause feelings of discomfort, unease, or even withdrawal symptoms akin to those experienced in substance addiction, but don't be disheartened. This is a natural part of the process and a clear sign that your brain is adapting. It's a bit like a seesaw finding its equilibrium after being heavily tilted to one side. Over time, your brain begins to recalibrate its dopamine levels, leading to a new balance. It's important to note that this adjustment process varies greatly from person to person, depending on factors such as age, lifestyle, and the extent of past indulgence. Some may experience a swift transition, while others may find it more gradual and drawn out. Remember, this neurochemical adjustment is a crucial first step in the NoFap journey. It's the beginning of breaking free from the shackles of instant gratification and moving towards a more balanced and fulfilling lifestyle. So, brace yourself for the initial discomfort, knowing that it's a stepping stone to a healthier brain. The usual dopamine surges linked to orgasm are now absent, leading to a temporary imbalance. But rest assured, this is a natural, necessary step towards a new, healthier balance in your brain's neurochemical dance. This new journey brings heightened self-awareness. The decision to embark on the NoFap journey is not just a physical commitment, it's a psychological one too. When the haze of instant gratification lifts, we begin to see ourselves more clearly. We start noticing the patterns of our mind, the triggers that used to lead us astray, the thoughts and desires that once seemed so overpowering. It's like turning on a light in a room that's been dark for a long time. Suddenly, we see things we never noticed before. There might be discomfort in this newfound clarity, but there is also power. For the first time, we are in control. We become the observers of our thoughts instead of being their slaves. And in this observation, there is liberation. Thoughts and desires, once masked by instant gratification, now come to the forefront. We begin to understand ourselves better, to know our true selves, and this is the first step towards real, lasting change. Our mind may initially perceive this change as a stressor. Just as our bodies react to physical stress, a rapid heartbeat, sweaty palms, our minds too have reactions to psychological stress. This internal shift, this sudden absence of a once regular source of dopamine, can cause feelings of restlessness or irritability. It's like removing a piece of a well-oiled machine. The system stumbles, fumbles, tries to reorient itself. But remember, this is a natural reaction. It's a sign that your mind is acknowledging the change and beginning to adapt. It's a signal that you're stepping out of your comfort zone, breaking the chains of habit. This initial unease is temporary, a small hurdle on a much larger journey. And like any stressor, our bodies and minds are equipped to adapt and overcome. So when this storm of stress hits, stand tall. It's a testament to your resilience and a stepping stone to greater mental strength. NoFap also initiates a cognitive shift. This shift isn't just a fleeting change, but a profound transformation in the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. As the days pass by without the veil of instant gratification, our minds begin to clear, paving the way for a deeper understanding of our desires and goals. The mind, like a compass, starts to recalibrate. The needle that once pointed towards short-term pleasures now slowly swings around, aligning itself with our long-term aspirations. As we abstain from the dopamine rush of sexual release, we start to see our true north. Priorities change. Instant gratification, once a commanding force, now takes a back seat. And what happens when we shift our focus away from the immediate and towards the future? We start to value patience. We begin to understand that the best things in life, the ones that truly matter, don't come easy. They require effort, time, and perseverance. This shift in cognition transforms not only how we view our goals, but also how we approach them. But it's not just about the goals, it's about the journey too. We start to appreciate the process, relish the challenges, and cherish the growth that comes along the way. The cognitive shift initiated by NoFap brings about a newfound respect for the grind, the hustle, the journey towards our dreams. Moreover, this shift extends beyond our personal goals. It permeates into our relationships, our work, our hobbies. We start to value depth over superficiality, quality over quantity, meaning over monotony. We begin to see the world not just for what it is, but for what it could be. But remember, this cognitive shift is not an overnight phenomenon. It's a gradual process, much like the journey of NoFap itself. It requires commitment, dedication, and most importantly, a willingness to change. But rest assured, the rewards are worth the effort. The mind starts to focus more on long-term goals over short-term pleasures. And that, dear listeners, is a life-changing shift indeed. Emotions fluctuate on this first day. As you embark on the NoFap journey, a wave of empowerment washes over you. The decision to take control, to break free from the chains of instant gratification, fills you with a sense of strength and purpose. But soon, this initial euphoria may give way to a feeling of doubt. The absence of the familiar dopamine hit leaves a void, triggering questions and uncertainties. Can I really do this? Is it worth it? These questions are natural, and it's crucial to acknowledge them. They represent the struggle, the internal conflict that arises when you challenge deeply ingrained habits. But amidst the fluctuating emotions, there's also determination, a resolve that keeps you anchored. It's a resolve born from the belief that you can change, that you can break the cycle. Each feeling, each emotion you experience on this first day is a step towards understanding oneself better. As our sensitivity to dopamine normalizes, we start finding joy in simpler, more meaningful aspects of life. This is the beauty of NoFap. It alters our reward sensitivity. The brain, once overwhelmed by dopamine surges linked to sexual gratification, begins to recalibrate. This recalibration allows us to appreciate the more subtle, non-sexual rewards life has to offer. We begin to derive pleasure from a beautiful sunset, a good book, a hearty conversation, or a job well done. It's as if we've been given a new lens to view the world, one that brings the smaller, often overlooked joys into sharper focus. This newfound appreciation for the simple things is not just about finding happiness in the mundane. It's about realizing that fulfillment does not always come from grand gestures or intense experiences. Sometimes it's the quiet, everyday moments that truly matter, allowing us to find joy and fulfillment in the simple and meaningful aspects of life.